What's going on, guys? PlayBox, and we're back for another Dragon Ball Legends. Just kidding, we're actually going to be doing something a bit different. This is not going to be Dragon Ball Legends related whatsoever. However, it's still going to be Dragon Ball related. So this is going to be my first video kind of branching off from Dragon Ball Legends just to see how well it would do. I mean, I wanted to do something off topic of Dragon Ball Legends for a while, and I just decided to do this for whatever reason. So what we're gonna be doing is actually making a tier list of all the Saiyan transformations. So as you can see listed down below, we are using tiermaker.com. So I made this template real quick. I have all the transformations listed over here in order of how they happened, so chronologically, of course. And we're just gonna be ranking them from Z to C. And I'm excited. Like, this is the first non-Dragon Ball Legends related video I'm going to be making. So if you guys are interested to see more of these, just drop a comment letting me know you guys like these type of videos, because I'm down to make them for all sorts of topics. Like, we can do like best Dragon Ball arcs, we can go over all the best villains. There's a lot of potential with this. So you know what, without further ado, let's just hop in straight into the first one. And we got Great Ape, or the Ozaru transformation, you know. Iconic transformation for the Saiyans whenever they see a full moon, you know, like a werewolf type shit, you know what I'm saying? So it, like I said, it is somewhat of an iconic transformation, right? All Saiyans have this, but I think we're gonna put this in A tier. I think that's a good middle ground. I feel like I'm gonna be putting a lot of transformations A tier because it's such like a middle ground, because I don't want to put them, I don't want to shit on them too much, but I also don't want to all like praise them too much and put them like all the way to the top. But I think at A tier, Grade Ape is pretty decent there. So also, I'm just freestyling this. It's not like I have notes for all these transformations. I don't know, I have a general idea of where I want to place them, but I don't know exactly where. So we're just gonna be going with the flow. Going up with Kaioken next. And like I said, Kaioken, pretty iconic as well. A lot of these are pretty iconic, right? With the fight against Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga, one of the best fights, right? I think this is also belonging A tier, you know. I think that works perfectly fine. Then we got false Super Saiyan, or pseudo Super Saiyan, whatever you like to call him. We putting this fool right at the trash. I mean, does anyone actually care about this transformation? Like, I feel like it's such a random transformation. And if I recall correctly, in the Slug movie, he doesn't even use this to defeat Slug, if I'm not mistaken. Like, he uses this, and I think he kind of overpowers him, but after that, he just drops out of the form. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's just nothing crazy. I mean, yeah, it's cool, right? Moving on. Damn, this is one of our first heavy hitters. We have Super Saiyan, and yeah, Z tier instantly. I mean, do I even need to explain myself? Super Saiyan transformation by Goku against Frieza. Easily one of the most iconic anime moment in history. This is not just Dragon Ball. This is across all anime. So for this to be any lower than Z tier would be an absolute disrespect to the GOAT Super Saiyan. So yeah, let's move on. Super Vegeta. Super Vegeta is a good form. Again, especially when like this was the first time they surpassed their limits and ascended past the original Super Saiyan. I think it deserves a spot in the higher echelon of these transformations. So, I think it deserves S tier. Actually, it's tough. We're gonna keep it at the top of A tier for now, because it is still a very good form, but I feel like it doesn't quite deserve. I mean, he has that final flash against. Okay, this is tough. We're gonna come back to it and see how it does. Okay, well, next I automatically see this fool here. Yeah, you're going down there, boy. This transformation was completely useless. It didn't do anything against Cell. Goku got it. He didn't use it at all. We're gonna put it above here because he did like kind of stunt on Cell, right? But it's definitely nothing crazy, so we're gonna leave that there. Full power Super Saiyan. So this is the mastery of Super Saiyan, where you know you don't get any drawbacks from transforming. You're able to maintain your ki level at a higher rate, and like just full on maximal potential of Super Saiyan. We're gonna put it at B tier because it is still just a regular Super Saiyan transformation, but the concept of it is pretty cool. Like, you know, mastery over Super Saiyan and stuff like that. I especially liked like that him and Gohan were like still in their normal state, you know, being all cheery, you know, eating food and all that stuff, still being in their Super Saiyan state, so that was pretty cool. B tier. I think I might put it the back of A tier. Nah, I think B tier is fine for him. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave him there. Yeah, that makes sense for me. Next up, Super Saiyan 2. Is there any... I know a lot of people don't like this guy because of Dragon Ball Legends. I mean, it's fair to... It's kind of crazy to think that Dragon Ball Legends has us hating one of the best moments in this anime, so that's great. But, I mean, is there anything to think about? Fool's going easily into Z tier. I mean, side by side with Super Saiyan. No contest whatsoever. Super Kaioken. Yeah, this is a... despite this form only lasting for like 12 seconds... 12 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. I mean, he just did one attack and dropped out of the form. But I still like the concept of him, like combining Kaioken with Super Saiyan. So I'm going to actually put it right behind Kaioken because Kaioken I feel like is more iconic, but Super Kaioken is still a cool form. So we're going to leave him there. Super Saiyan 3. Okay. Super Saiyan 3 is going to S tier. I don't think, like, the moment, of course... How many times I have to say this, but this moment is iconic, of course. With the 5 to 10 minute long transformation that everyone knows about. It definitely deserves its spot in the higher tiers, but I don't think it's to the same magnitude as these transformations right here. It is, like, being S tier is nothing to sneeze at. This is still a very good spot to be at. I just don't think it's at the same level as these two are, in my opinion. So let's move on to Golden Great Ape, and I guess you guys could notice that I skipped a few forms. I didn't bother including the Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 3 transformation of Kid Goku because, I mean, they're just gonna be, I mean, they're just Kid Goku. They're just gonna be inferior versions of these two, right? They're just gonna be at a lower tier because he's a kid, and no one likes that aspect of Dragon Ball GT. So Golden Great Ape, I think we're just gonna put him the same. I'll just put him here. The concept of Golden, if I'm wrong, is it? I think it's just like the Super Saiyan version of Great Ape, if I'm not mistaken. Like, originally I thought it's when Great Apes get their, like, when they get control of their senses, but like Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga, when he turned to Ozaru, he had control of his mind and stuff. He was talking and shit. So I think this is just a Super Saiyan version of the Great Ape Ozaru, if I'm not mistaken. So I think, I mean, it is whatever. We saw it like twice. So, I mean, we'll put him at B tier, to be honest. Nothing crazy. Then we're moving on to Super Saiyan 4. And I think this boy right here deserves a spot alongside Super Saiyan 3. But I'm going to put him right behind Super Saiyan 3 because although a lot of people would argue that this is probably one of the coolest looking transformations, Super Saiyan transformation, because it has the most aesthetic change, right? You got the long black hair, the red eyeliners, the gold pupils, and then of course the red fur with the red tail to match. So I mean, it is a very huge change compared to these these other Super Saiyan transformations where you just got golden hair and it just keeps growing and you got electricity, right? But in my opinion, I think these two, like the other 3 transformations, are just more like of a classic, more iconic. And although this was the only good thing that came out of GT alongside Gogeta, I think that S tier is a good spot to put him at. Then we're moving on to Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan God is a tricky one because it is definitely a great form. I think it has probably the best looking aura out of all the transformations. The one thing I'm kind of disappointed at is that Super Saiyan God didn't get much shine in the series. Like, they just went Super Saiyan God, and then the next arc they go Super Saiyan Blue, which made no sense to me. There was no like progression towards Super Saiyan Blue in my opinion. But it is probably one of the cooler forms that came out of Super, so we're gonna put him right behind SS4. I think he deserves a spot at the higher tier, but we're gonna put him right behind SS4. So I think that's a good spot for him. Yeah, I think that's good for him. Then we come over to Super Saiyan Blue, and this might be a controversial placement, but we're putting Super Saiyan Blue right here. Super Saiyan Blue is such, in my opinion, like a lazy transformation. Like, I guess you can argue that Super Saiyan God is just like a recolor of his base hair, right? But at least he gets like a bit skinnier. The aura is nice and fiery and stuff. Super Saiyan Blue is literally just Super Saiyan with blue hair and God Ki, right? And not only that, it's just such a they spammed Super Saiyan Blue so much in the series where it almost lost its value. He used it against Frieza. He won just because Frieza wasn't accustomed to his form, but he was gonna get clapped if they were at even stamina level. And then against Hit, he gets clapped. He had to use Kaioken, and then he still ended up losing because he forfeited. Then against Zamasu and Goku Black, kept getting L's back and forth. Only W he had was against when he was raging, and then was pummeling Zamasu and then Goku Black. But then that quickly went to shit when Goku Black pulled out his sight, not his sight, but his blade, and just finessed his ass. And then the Tournament of Power, it was just all around L's back and forth with this form, and I feel like it's such a, there was no progression towards it. Is such a bad form. The writing of it is just bad in my opinion. So that's going straight to B tier. And then Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken. I have to probably put him above the original Super Saiyan Blue, because the way he got Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken gets hit, that was an epic moment. Like the way he just went through his time skip, that was sick. And also when he was like he went against Toppo in the what was it, the Universe 6 versus Universe 9 tournament. That was pretty sick also. And he had a nice little scene with Zamasu when he was kicking his ass. But it's still like, it's still Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken, right? It's cool, double aura and shit, but it doesn't deserve to be at top of any of the other forms above. So we're gonna place him there. Then we come over to Super Saiyan Rage, which is exclusive to Trunks. This is tough. I think we're gonna put him right behind Super Saiyan Blue. This transformation was so shit. Like, how do you go from a Super Saiyan 2 Trunks getting clapped by base Goku Black to getting this transformation out of literally nowhere, letting you rival both Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan Rose? Like, this makes no sense for him to attain this such a huge power jump like that. This transformation was complete bullshit. I hate it with all my heart. You know what? I'm putting it at C tier. I hate this transformation. I guess it looks kind of cool with the blue lighting and his pupils are gone and the double aura. But it's just such a bad transformation. It made no sense. I really wish they never did this. But it is what it is. Then, alright, we move on to Super Saiyan Rose. And without me even placing this, I guess, I know you guys know where I'm putting this. Going over to Z tier, and I'm guessing you guys are wondering why this is in Z tier, but like, dude, Goku Black is easily one of the biggest fan favorite characters in all of Dragon Ball, honestly. Like, he was probably the best thing that came out of Dragon Ball Super, and then Super Saiyan Rose just made it even better. This dude is on a whole other level of epicness, and Super Saiyan Rose is definitely going on top of Z tier along with these two other transformations. So let's move on to this transformation I pulled out of the manga. So this is perfected or mastered Super Saiyan Blue, and what this is their final state of Super Saiyan Blue, where they're able to utilize its power to its absolute max potential for a longer period of time. Because the way they went with Super Saiyan Blue in the manga was actually kind of different from the anime. Because in the anime, you see them spamming Super Saiyan Blue with no real drawback, but in the manga, there's serious drawbacks when you actually spam Super Saiyan Blue consecutively. We saw that versus when Vegeta used Super Saiyan Blue against Kaba and then proceeded to use it again against Hit in the tournament. His power output was significantly lower, because if you use it multiple times in a row, your power output decreases vastly. When he used it against Hit, I think Beerus and Whis noted that its power was similar to, I think its power, what was it? I think it was like 1/10 of Super Saiyan God, or I think Super Saiyan God was 1/10 of Super Saiyan Blue in that case, something like that. And they actually gave some sort of scaling to Super Saiyan Blue, where if you use it multiple times, you'll see some drawback in stamina and stuff. But then we fast forward to the end of this Goku Black card, where you're able to contain all the godly energy within you and achieve this form perfected Super Saiyan Blue, where you're able to use its maximum output for a longer duration of time, which is, I think, was a nice way to go about Super Saiyan Blue, instead of just giving it straight up in Resurrection of F at its full potential. I think they did a better job of the transformation in Super Saiyan Blue. So for that reason, we're gonna put this right over I think we're gonna put it right over here in front of Super Kaioken because, like I said, they did a better job in the manga for this for sure. Next up, we have controlled legendary Super Saiyan Kale, or controlled full power Kale, or whatever transformation. This is basically the controlled version of their Berserk form for legendary Super Saiyans like Broly and Kale. So this is when they are able to, you know, come to their senses and use their power to their own, like being conscious of their power, and this is what the controlled state look like. It is a cool concept because they have their Berserker form, and then if you're able to control that, you get this controlled form, which is more stable and I think more powerful, if I'm not mistaken. So it is a cool concept, but you know, it is what it is. Like, it's cool, right? It's like it's their version of Super Saiyan, but we're probably just gonna put it right behind Great Ape Ozaru because it's cool and all, but it's whatever, right? So we're gonna leave that there. Should I leave it there? Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it there. Then we go over to Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, or Super Saiyan Blue Evolution transformation, where Vegeta got in the tournament power to surpass his limits and which is basically the equivalent of Super Saiyan Kaioken, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. So for this one, we are going to put him right in front of perfected Super Saiyan Blue and behind Kaioken. Because I'll put it in front of Kaioken. I think so. So this is basically an evolved version of Super Saiyan Blue, right? I don't think it shouldn't be. I'll put it behind this because I don't think it should be near Super Saiyan Vegeta, that close to Super Vegeta, because Super Vegeta is honestly one of Vegeta's more badass moments. So we'll leave that there. I think that's a good spot to put him at. Honestly, I feel like in Dragon Ball Heroes, Gogeta pulled off the Super Saiyan Blue Evolved look a lot cleaner than Super Saiyan Vegeta. Super Vegeta, I'm not gonna lie, but it is still a pretty cool transformation. We have him above Super Kaioken, so it is what it is. Then we come over to Ultra Instinct Signs. So the first iteration of Ultra Instinct where it's not perfected, where he's only able to utilize his defensive capabilities, and this transformation is easily going to Z tier right there. These 4 transformations are the pinnacle of Z tier. These transformations, Ultra Instinct completely broke the internet. Like, if you guys weren't there when it first dropped, episode 109, 110, it completely crashed Crunchyroll. It went viral, and till this day, Ultra Instinct just is pretty like iconic, even in like just like mainstream media and stuff like that. So this transformation is definitely going to Z tier. And then right after that, we got Mastered or Perfected Ultra Instinct, and to be honest, we're gonna put this one behind Super Saiyan God. I think I'm not the only one who thinks this, that Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku is a better looking transformation than Perfected Ultra Instinct, because I think a lot of people, myself included, just like that he kept his base form hair, the black hair, but it was a bit more spiked up and had some silver tint to it, but not completely silver. And it was a nice contrast with his silver pupils, which was nice with the black hair. And I think that look itself was more menacing and looked cooler with Goku compared to his Perfected Ultra Instinct, where he just gets white hair, you know, following the kind of meme with Super Saiyan transformation where they're just a bunch of different color changes, because we got yellow here, we got red there, we got blue, we got the full rainbow basically, the 3 primary colors, then we got black and then white, which is pretty funny, right? So I think the fact that he kept his base form hair with this like a slight silver shading really made it that much more unique for him compared to Perfected Ultra Instinct. So I think for that reason, we're gonna put him slightly below him in S tier. Then we come over to Rat Broly. These last two are gonna be Broly transformations. So the Wrathful form, I honestly really like this form because okay, first we're gonna put this in a tier. Where are we gonna put this? I think we're gonna put him right here. And the reason for it, for why I like it so much, is because it's like a cool way of them to showcase like the Saiyan's primal power, because, you know, we all know that their primal power comes from the Ozaru transformation, right? And this form is basically granting the user the power and capability of the Ozaru form, but within their own human or Saiyan body, without them needing to transform. And I thought that idea was pretty interesting. So I would put it right at the middle of A tier because it's a pretty decent transformation. You get a boost in your muscle mass and power, and you get the golden eyes, which is pretty cool and very reminiscent to Super Saiyan. Because Super Saiyan 4, because Super Saiyan 4 is also a transformation where the Saiyans harness their primal powers with all the monkey fur and all that stuff, right? So it's fairly similar to Super Saiyan 4, and that's why I would put him at the mid A tier because it's pretty interesting. It's like their way of making Super Saiyan 4 almost canon, right? So it's pretty cool. Then we come over to full power Super Saiyan, or as a lot of people love to reference this as legendary Super Saiyan. So this we're gonna combine both of them, this full power Saiyan and the legendary Super Saiyan we've seen from Broly in like previous older movies. So this transformation, actually, I'm gonna put it actually at S tier. Because I feel like legendary Super Saiyan from the Broly movie, the previous Broly movies, were so like iconic with that character, and Broly being such a fan favorite character, I think it deserves its spot in the higher tier. Actually, we're gonna put him right here. Front of A tier, I think, is a good spot to keep him at. Because like I said, Broly's an iconic character, and the legendary transformation is actually so cool. Like, just thinking back, the way they transformed the whole sky changing colors like 3 times, and the green aura is just such a cool transformation, especially with the big ass body build up. Like, it was a really dope transformation. It was one of the earliest memories I have of Dragon Ball, like the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. It's like one of the first entryway into Dragon Ball that I had as a kid, so that was pretty cool. It's always gonna stick in my mind. So that's pretty much all the transformations. So yeah, I mean, let's quickly go over them, see if we want to change anything. So in Z tier, actually we'll start off with C tier. C tier, we got Super Saiyan, Rage, Trunks, Ultra, or 3rd grade Super Saiyan, and then False Super Saiyan. Perfectly fine with me, these are all garbage. And then B tier, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, I think we're gonna leave it at top of B tier. And then Full Power Super Saiyan, and then Grade Ape, Golden Grade Ape, sorry. Yeah, I think that's fine. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, you could argue maybe like somewhere around here in A tier, but I'll leave him at B tier like that. So A tier, Full Power or Legendary Super Saiyan, Super Vegeta, Kaioken, Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, Wrathful Broly, Perfected Super Saiyan Blue, Super Kaioken, Great Ape Ozaru, and then Controlled Legendary Super Saiyan. So I think that's pretty solid. Is there any changes I want to make to this? Super Vegeta is fine there. You could argue he can be in the front of A tier, but Kaioken, yeah, I think that's fine with me. Yeah, Perfected Super Saiyan Blue right there. Yeah, I think that's good for. I think that's good. And S tier, we got Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God, and Ultra Instinct. Okay, Perfected Ultra Instinct probably goes above Super Saiyan God, I would say. Yeah. Honestly, it can even go above Super Saiyan. Nah, I think Super Saiyan God. Yeah, I think that's fine. Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, Ultra Instinct, and then Super Saiyan God. Yeah, that works for me. And then of course Z tier, we got Super Saiyan 2, Ultra Instinct, and Super Saiyan Rose. In that order, works perfectly for me. So I think that's gonna be it for this tier list. Like I said, if you guys enjoy these type of videos, let me know in the comments. Drop a comment, let me know what other types of video I can make that are outside of Dragon Ball Legends, because I'll be definitely interested to making them. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe, because that shit is so important, so don't forget. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.